Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I'm one of the founders of the Do School. For those of you who don't know it, the Do School is a global education and innovation platform dedicated to a purposeful economy. This means we partner with great companies and governments around the big challenges of our time, thereby educating and training employees, building great fellowship programs for entrepreneurs around the world, which is something that EVA is a leader in our organization, and also journeying with large corporates and governmental agencies around how to transform effectively with speed, with purpose, and with a positive competitive outcome then. And so the Do School is about 10 years old. We've been fully blended from the very beginning. And this means we've been actually been building our entire ecosystem with various softwares and tech platforms, and are very happily partnering and collaborating with Solved, and believe that it's a great platform for community building, but also for co-creation, which is also why I'm happy to be here today and to support the gang and share a little bit from our experiences. So maybe I'm going to say three quick things more on the why, and then Eva, feel free to jump in, or I'll actually hand over to you, because Eva is much more knowledgeable when it comes to actually the platform and using it to build community. But sort of the three things that I can happily share. So number one, over the course of the pandemic, even more so than before, one of the key issues I think that we here in our work and in our effort to really grow new solutions in response to the many challenges we face is the conviction that we need to build new partnerships, and we need to build new types of collaboration. And that is something that is shared by the private sector, the public sector, the third sector. Like, everybody feels that just sitting around the table with the same people and usual suspects isn't going to get us where we need to get to. And this means, obviously, then begs the question of, okay, how do we organize new types of collaboration? And I think the spoiler alert that I can give you, and that's my second piece, is that no software or tech platform is going to be the answer and the solution to it. And I can say that from the conviction that I've built my own platform. We've invested into our own software, and we have used other platforms that are a bit more on the LMS heavy, a bit more on the learning side, platforms that are a bit more on the community sharing side. And so what we have come out to believe strongly is that it is a necessary mix between a great sort of software tool, a platform that actually allows you to quickly engage community, get people together, and have sort of an agile way of forming new rooms, new teams, new collaborations where you bring people together. And on the other hand, to facilitate that process, meaning to actually have human interaction, where you have the ability to curate the right teams, to bring the right teams together, and then to make those teams actually form a relationship that enables them to actually create great new solutions, right? So this means, unlikely collaborations are more important than ever, is what I see in my work day to day, and what is a true conviction. Secondly, the solution to get there is the right mix between technology and great facilitation and great know-how of how do you actually bring the right people together virtually or physically in order to achieve then actual good outcomes. And within that context, we felt about 2 years ago that Solved is a really great partner, not only because Solved is sharing our values in terms of how do we believe a new competitive economy needs to look like, but then also that, the platform is just a very convenient way to get everybody onto the platform quickly, put them together into dedicated rooms or spaces, and then get them going, no matter whether you're thinking more about a co-creation process that is more about tackling a particular challenge, or whether it's about a learning cohort that can actually work together and sort of get something done. So I think those would be the three things that I briefly wanted to share. So yes, I can recommend Soft as a platform. No, a platform, a software by itself is not going to help you to co-create better or to invent the future work. For that, you actually need a method, a process, and people that are really good at utilizing software. And maybe Eva, you can speak a little bit more about what your experience is of how to actually do that. And what I would be curious to learn a bit more from you, since I have the privilege of actually being here with you and knowing the great work that you do day in, day out. You know, what's really needed for new types of working in a hybrid world? What is a way for new collaboration to succeed?